typically when you get a close over a whole number like that, bigger money guys will then start getting squeezed after hours because it's going to put more pressure on them, especially if they're, pretty decent in the red. That's when they could get called from their brokerages and say, do you have enough money to cover this kind of thing? Because they're shorting. So it could cause a lot of issues. But yeah, so really not much of a day trade there. I mean, again, I bought some contracts for $15 a piece, super cheap, looking for a really big percentage gain there, or a decent size loss. So going with a really little bit amount of money, looking for a multi 100% gain there. And so far, it's going pretty well. So, I don't really want you guys to be chasing this now. I do think that $30 on PLTR is very doable over the next few days. There is some sort of API con today that people are waiting on for some news from Palantir. I don't really know what it is. I'm not really going to deep dive into it. I might need to just because I'm going to hold some of this, but I am going to sell a bit of my position off the open. So I don't know. I mean, there's still a chance for this to kind of dip down into yesterday's high around 26.75. You see buyers come back in. Maybe there's a chance, but I want to make sure we're all on the same page. We do have Powell once again 30 minutes after the open. He did say good things yesterday. He said, well, you can consider this good, I guess. He said that he is still expecting rate cuts this year. He didn't give any sort of time frame on that. If he does slip up and give a time frame today of when he expects the cuts, then that could be good or bad. I mean, we just don't really know. So today's not really a day to be trying to fire off, take a bunch of trades. A lot of things are up here pre-market. I mean, the video is over 900 now. Did not expect that at all. But it is what it is. So I don't really have anything A+, to be honest with you. I mean, I just talked about NVIDIA. We're just climbing higher, not going to chase this. There's just no reason for me to. Massive move, no pullback yet. I don't want to get caught at all. Yeah, Stickman, I mean, it's just crazy. I mean, we may just keep doing this till 900. I don't know. Bitcoin is over 67.8. So that's good. Netflix still sitting around the 600 level. This is kind of a good pullback I wanted to see. So maybe if they can buy it up, we can see another move there. But again, nothing A+. AMD is up a little bit here from yesterday's close with everything else, but I don't know. If the market's strong, I like this one better just because we have a 214.81 high. We could trade that through 215. I like that number a little bit better. So I don't know, not my favorite. I mean, we always need to be looking at coin and stuff. Is this A+? Again, guys, it's just kind of the same principles here that I'm gonna follow. We're just grinding higher, all-time high, all-time high. I don't really want to be the guy chasing these highs, kind of FOMOing, because the chances of this stuff pulling back, especially with high impact news today that could just whiplash the market up and down, it's not worth it. It's not worth it at all. So for me personally, I'm going to be managing that PLTR swing, maybe watching AMD to the upside here if the market stays strong. And all right, Duco, later. Yeah, no, I need some Penny Boys merch for sure. I would love a mug or something. But yeah, guys, I mean, really just nothing that exciting, to be honest with you. I mean, I want to be very safe today. I don't want you guys, like I said, just kind of trying to fire off different trades, trying to pick up little bits here and there. Believe me, if there's something good enough for me to take, I'm going to do it. And only if it's safe. Tesla, if the market does roll over, I mean, I'm going to just stick with this. It's a weak name. We got under 175 yesterday and then kind of bounced back up. Closed week. We gapped down a little bit. We have bounced back up to 175 here. So if we do test this, market rolls over, sellers can hold this under 175, and then we can roll back over. I'd be happy to play this low here, maybe 172 and target 170. Maybe we can break 170 if the market's weak. It all is really going to depend on Powell. I have a feeling the market's going to try to stay a bit stagnant here until he starts talking again. But I also think he's pretty much just going to reiterate the things he was saying yesterday. But pretty interesting, though, that just about everything across the board right now is gapped up at least a little bit. And Tesla is actually down more than $2 here. So Tesla's still really, really weak. So, guys, when you see something like this, and I mean, it's very obvious this is weak. If the market does roll over, this should be your first watch. You want to go where those initial weak names are because they're going to be moving the cleanest when the market turns around and gets weak as well. What software are you using? What you're seeing right now is Thinkorswim. You can trade on it and chart on it. I do not buy and sell on it anymore. However, I used to for a long time, but now I do use a different platform called Interactive Brokers to do my buying and selling. That's the only change. But I always advocate for Thinkorswim. I love it. I think their charts are the cleanest, very easy to use. So sold my calls too early. Okay. QQ puts this morning. What do you think? I mean, yeah, market's just up a lot, you know. Market's up a lot. I mean, we're not at all-time highs right now. We could still grind higher, but again, you guys over here on YouTube and Twitch, to me, the biggest advice today is going to be being very patient, just because of Powell. You know, we do have a 30-minute kind of window here before he starts talking, but that also means the market could just sit back and kind of wait and chop around for him to start talking. So be very careful today. Honestly, you know, I know a lot of people that won't even trade on days when Powell speaks, just because there's no reason to put yourself in those positions where there's high risk. And if you go back and look at every time that you've traded during Powell, you know, have you made money or have you lost? A lot of people actually don't make money on days that Powell talks, and they then don't trade on those days. Pan W getting hammered too. Okay, let's check it out. Yeah, old Nancy's getting hurt on this one. That's interesting. This was on watch for me last week, and then it just kind of stopped working. So I moved away from it. But you know, it always has a chance to bounce back up. I mean, I know Nancy bought a lot of CrowdStrike. Like 2 years ago or a year ago, and you know, she's up over $1 million or $2 million on this, but it took her 2 years. So you never really know with her. The video was a very quick one. I mean, just as obvious as possible for her to be insider trading, but some other ones, she likes to take her time. It's whatever she's feeling. Stickman Airbnb is interesting. I did watch that a couple weeks ago around 155, so I guess I missed that move, but it wasn't the cleanest. This is interesting, honestly. This is my favorite. No, because we're just kind of coming up into all this kind of yucky chop here. But if there's momentum there, I will watch it. So let's keep this on side watch here and see what happens. We got about a minute and a half until open. I'm really not that thrilled to be forcing anything in the first couple minutes. So I'm not anxious or anything like that. What else you got? Elon in the news because AI released emails he sent. I'm not sure exactly. Yeah, he is suing OpenAI, which is going to be, well, I guess it's not Google. I know that their Gemini AI stuff is under a lot of pressure for their kind of woke stuff. You know, they won't, the images won't come up with like white people or something like that. It's that's interesting. So you may need to look more into that. Yes, it was fun trading Powell. Stocks going sideways. My calls are gaining value in IV. I traded 1 month out. Nice, Geo. Well, that might be the play today. Who knows? We got about 30 seconds here. I'm not seeing any other questions. What's going to happen to Tesla? I mean, Tesla looks pretty weak. So to me, I'm just going to pay attention to this if it wants to get weak. If the market, the market's up pretty nicely here, almost 1% pre-market. So we could roll over. You say AI seems woke. No, I was talking about the Google. Yeah, if you look up Google's Gemini AI, they're under some pressure right now for, it just. I don't know. I'm not really going to deep dive into it here with 5 seconds, but you'll see what's going on. They asked for a poem about Trump. They won't give it to him. Poem about Biden, they will. None of the AI images will show white people. Just like stuff like that. And again, I mean, I'm not trying to get political here. That's just the facts of what's going on. So if PLTR dumped right at the open there. Tesla is rolling over a little bit. Let's see what happens here. Micron is above. What's Micron up to these days? Micron testing this $100 level. This might be interesting, actually, guys. This could be interesting. Anytime you see things gapped up a lot, I always want to have the mindset of let's let this pull back a little bit and give it a chance to go. Oh, also, I don't think I mentioned Meta. Meta, we do have an all-time high here at 505. So this actually might be something I need to be watching a bit closer here just because we did pop. So Tesla's above 175. Okay, so I'm actually going to sit back on Tesla until that completely rolls over. I'm going to see what these Meta contracts look like here. This might be quick. So if you guys missed this entry, don't worry about it. I'm going to get the 505 calls on Meta loaded just to see what happens. I would like to see this pull back into 500 first. So I do like this pullback initially, and then we might be able to see a buy up here. See, PLTR is getting bought up a little bit. Tesla's flying here. Okay, so that's good. We can move away from that. PLTR back above 27. Good. Yeah, Gemini. Yeah, I mean, Google was weak early on in the week and then later last week just because of that stuff. I think they are trying to go fix that, but Google's just kind of a slow mover. So I feel like I already kind of missed the boat on that. Let's see if Meta gets bought up quick here, guys. This could be kind of a fast trade. I'd rather be in and out of something early on than wait for that 30-minute mark when Powell's coming around. So if I do take this, it's going to be very, very light size. Just looking to make a couple bucks here. I'm waiting for a buy up. Ideally, we come back a little bit lower down to 500. See a buy up, play this high of day into this 504.80 and then 505 level, and probably just take it. I mean, there's probably more room in this, but I'm just going to look to catch a little momentum scalp here and move on. So not in anything right now. Just going to wait for this to show me it's ready to go, and then we'll see what happens. This is ideal, though. Want to see a pullback, especially on a gap up. And you see this aggressive kind of flip here. Market's super choppy here right off the open, so it's not ideal. Again, a lot of people just sit sidelines on a day like today. Market ended up moving after Powell started talking when he did come out with some positive news. So we might be sitting on our hands here for the first 30 minutes. I don't know. Wow, I'm up 100% on that PLTR swing. That's nice. Apple calls. I could take a look. Take SMCI off my screen. No reason to have that. Yeah, back to 170. I mean, honestly, long term, I think this is probably a spot for Apple to bounce. So it probably needs it, to be honest with you. All right, I'm going to take some PLTR off here. See if I can get I'm going to sell about 5 of them. I can get a 35 sell. Well, that's strong. Let's see if I can get 40. Nice move on PLTR. Not looking to oh, nice RB. You caught that too? Good. Yeah, I'm up really nice on that. I have a 15 buy and they're sitting at 37 right now. I'm going to take some profit though if I can get $40 a contract. RB, did you swing yesterday? I want to know if you took that or not. Zuma, you too? Guys, tell me, did you swing it or not? I love it, guys. I love it. Looking for a new high on this. They do have news that could come out today, so we need to be on your toes. Good job. 200%. Wow. What contracts were you trading? 315 to 328. Nice. 30 call. Good. All right. I'm going to watch Meta here closely, guys. We're back above VWAP here. Market is starting to push pretty strong. Again, if I do take this, it's going to be a very light position. Nothing too fancy. Looking to play a high a day here. Opening range break through 505. That's all I'm watching. I talked about it in my lesson on Tuesday night, Chris, and then I did talk about it briefly in the chats. PLTR needs to hold over 27. I wanted to see a high a day there that we did not get, so that doesn't look that good to me. Watch Meta here, though. Market nice and strong. I want to see this continue ASAP. Volume's kind of dead. Let's see what the wall looks like at 505. Not that crazy, about 15,000. Yeah, I also talked about that Morgan Trades guy who was talking about that trade as well. PLTR getting bought back up here. Nothing. Oh, here we go. Watch Meta here. I'm going to take a starter. Looking to probably sell on the 505 break here, guys. Above 504. Market's pushing. This needs to be going quicker here. Volume spiking. Let's see what I get. I got a 4 flat fill on that. Not going to risk a whole much. Market's pushing. Everything's kind of lining up here, but Meta's a slow mover, so let it work. 505 has a wall. See what you got, Meta. Trying to go red to green here. Got to get back above 504. The ask gets above and the bid does not. If you miss entry, don't force this trade here, guys. This is super light. I mean, I'm in with not even 10% of a normal position here. I'm just kind of testing this. Looking for a breakthrough of 505, though, and then I'll probably just take profits here. If not, I'm going to use 503 as a stop loss. 503.96 here on the ask. Let's go. Let's get above 504 now, Meta. Market's pushing pretty strong. I don't want the market to roll over because Meta should be going now. 504.08. Let me see a new high here. Nice. I'm going to scale out of a little bit there just to take some profit off the table. Just because it's not moving as fast as I want to see it. New high. We're just really sluggish. There we go, guys. Beautiful. Boom, right through. Okay, I'm out. Got about one more runner here I'm going to take off. If we can see one more little new high here. That's an all-time high break. So I do like to see a little continuation on that, but I can't hope for everything. Definitely take a little profit if you haven't. I don't like how we wicked it there. Ask is above 505. The spread on this is pretty wide for Meta. Low volume, though, so it makes sense. Let's see if we can get one more new high out of this. I'm going to be out of everything. 44. There we go. New high. I'm out. Nice little scalp there. I'll take that every day. Who caught some of that? I know that was quick, guys. I know that was a very, very fast little scalp there. Nice. Good. See, I mean, you know, not a fancy trade, not looking for a ton of profit on that, but a quick little scalp. And we can move on. To me, that's a high odds trade. Yes, of course, I can look for a massive move, but there's no reason to on a day like today. I want to be in and out, sit on my money, and not mess with really anything else. Come on, PLTR. What's going on here? Let's see this fire off. Nice. There we go. For you guys in that swing, I'm looking to take about 25% of my position off here at $40 a contract. I might even probably should take off a little more, but I do think 30 is doable. We bought next week contracts for a reason. Wow, did Meta just make a new high? Go, PLTR. This is your chance. Meta's a slow mover, so I mean, I'm not going to be surprised if this slowly keeps going higher. But again, Powell day. We got Powell in about 20 minutes. I'll take a quick little 10% scalp there and move on. Yeah, always the lunch money action, Frosty. I like it. Zuma, that was such a fast trade. I mean, look, we're already pulling right back, so don't be mad that you missed that. Zuma and RB. Can someone hype up Meta for? I mean, sorry, PLTR for me. I want to see this new high and move through 2750. Contract should be close to 40 cents a pop there. So Bitcoin's moving pretty nice. Where's Coinbase? This looks like it's ready to squeeze here, guys. Watch this. Nice little flat top here. You're seeing buyers come in and move this higher. Watch this. This is just simple price action to watch. Market's pulling back. Coin is trying to push. They got to get it through this 4150 level. Tested it there. We do have a high day. So like this is how I would set up this trade. 4150 resistance, 4181 high day. Boom. Watch it get through that whole number. There you go. I bet that was a 10% scalp there. As quick as that is, that's just kind of my style. This could continue for sure, but that was cool. Quick, easy way to walk you through something like that. All right, PLTR, what are we doing? Under 27. I don't like that at all. Yesterday, we kind of had the same action. Huge pullback after the first couple minutes. I got bought up the rest of the day. There is news today. So, I mean, honestly, I'm probably going to throw a break-even stop loss on this just in case there's some wild move. I had the 30 calls, slim pickings, for March 15th. So next week expiration. But again, I bought them at 0.15 and they're at 0.3 now. So I don't think you should be buying up 100% from where that original entry was. But, you know, again, if you want to buy at 0.3 for $30 a contract and maybe just buy one and see where this goes, I'm trying to look for upper 20s, you know, above 28 at least, and then probably start selling in. I do think 30 is doable, but today's going to be important with the news coming out. You guys on YouTube and all that, just know that you're definitely going to be on a delay. So from what you hear from me and then what I'm seeing. Point 4, 10 contracts, 215, 0.3, 10 contracts, 228. Nice, Zuma. I like that. I don't know what's going on. This price action looks really well. And then, you know, I like that they're holding 27. I mean, that's ideal for me. But I want to see a pre-market high ASAP. I want to see this thing strong. I didn't like the price action yesterday. You know, they tried to push it early on and then really sold it off. And then just kind of slowly bought it back the rest of the day, which I was okay with. That's what kept me in the trade overnight. But thanks, Zuma. Yeah, no, this is great. I mean, I think PLTR is a lot more to it, but we'll see. NVIDIA hit 909 and 99 cents. Wow. Yeah, Gio. I mean, usually money kind of moves out of the market right before. Whoa! Look at this. Bitcoin just moved about $1,000 in 1 minute there. Okay. Yeah, I'm not going to be surprised. That's good that you guys are noticing little stuff like that. A pullback kind of right before the speech. I mean, look what we're getting here. We're 15 minutes before. We're seeing ES pullback. We're seeing NQ pullback. Zuma and RB, you guys that are in this PLTR swing for me, as much as I hate seeing the stock come down, when the overall market is just kind of moving from a psychological perspective, not so much that there's bad news yet. It's just kind of selling off before a speech. It's tough to see our position kind of go against us, but you have to just be patient enough and stick to the plan, right? We're in with a very small amount of money. We were looking to either lose a big chunk of that very, very small position or look for a multi-100% gain there. So, like I said, I mean, I hate seeing this pullback, but whole market makes sense that people are, maybe selling some stock before the speech because they don't know what's going to happen. Bitcoin just pulled back pretty hard. So, stocks don't always just go straight up, and they definitely don't always do what you want them to do, right? But yeah, it's back to what Gio said. It's good to notice little characteristics, especially around news. Powell's a very common, very popular just idea and just a thing to notice in the markets. You always need to know when he's talking. Back when the rate hikes were coming in, so it was during the summer, and that's when I was trading at the trading floor. And those guys would always look to maybe reverse the move 30 minutes after the speech started. So you'll either see a dump or a really strong rip when he would cut rates or keep them flat or whatever. And then statistically speaking, it would pull back most of the time. So then they would look to reverse the move. So just little stuff like that to notice is good. I don't trade the speech. I mean, I have reversed some of those moves sometimes, but right now, I mean, it's definitely just not the same environment as we were during the summer when he kept cutting rates. Kept raising rates, not cutting. PLTR giving up 27. I don't like that. But the whole market's kind of selling off here, so it makes sense. We pretty much got a peak sell there, guys, on Meta. I sold on that high a day candle, which was awesome. So that's good. If you guys made some profit, throw it into the profit chat. And once we start this coach's corner thing, I do have a profit tab for us specifically, which I hope we all use. So what else you guys got for me? We're just kind of waiting here for Powell. We got 13 minutes. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't a big trade. What was that? Like maybe 2 minutes, 2-3 minutes. Not bad. Probably close to 10-15%. What is it, a Thursday? So yeah, it makes sense. PLTR, really nice buy up here, 27.15. I love that. Duco, I promise you, I'll get you a trade. We got to get you settled in so you're not driving. But yeah, big pullback here before Mr. Jerome comes out. Meta sitting just under 504. What's ARM doing? ARM bounced, definitely. The setup still isn't that bad on ARM. Honestly, you can even do something a little more like this. I don't know, not bad. When is Powell's speech? In 12 minutes, New World. Thoughts on Tesla? What is Tesla doing? Oh, it did, yeah, it bounced. Okay, that's why I'm not watching it. PLTR 2720. Okay, cool. So, I mean, overall thoughts, Tesla's a very weak name right now. They had bad news, I believe, Monday with Chinese sales or just Chinese numbers in general by a pretty big margin, which is kind of the reason they sold off here from around 200 down to 185. And then they got price cuts from banks. So if you don't know what that means, banks will give a price target on what they think the stock is worth. And JP Morgan originally had I think it was like a 315 or 325 price target on this, and they cut it to like 245. So that is negative, and that was just another reason for this to stay weak here. So overall, very weak. Do I think Tesla's going to go to zero? Of course not. Honestly, I do like that it's coming down here, but looking at this on a huge time frame here, let me go back to the weekly. This is kind of its last little support here around 170, 175-ish. If we give this up, I mean, maybe we come in around 150. If we can see that, to me, I believe in Elon. I believe in Tesla, just regardless. So I don't know that I'm going to bet that they're going to get, a sub 100. Um, if they do, I'm probably buying long-term shares as much as I can possibly buy. But if we do get around that 150 level, to me, I bet you, especially Quinch and some of the other analysts, will probably look for some leap plays on that. So buying, a year or two out call options because risk reward there is pretty heavy. If you can get Tesla on a discount like that, I mean, this could easily get back to all-time highs at one point. I mean, Tesla used to be a $1,000 or $2,000 stock before they split it. So, same with Nvidia. Nvidia used to be an $800, $900 stock, and then they split it, I think, to four ways. So it was 200. And now where are we? Back to 900, 910. Meta just made a new high, 520 a contract now. It was my peak sell on that, 490. Not too mad at that. Guys, that was a 20% gain there. That wasn't bad at all. Pretty nice there. Let's just watch PLTR just for my sake here. Unless you guys have other tickers you want me to look at. RB and Zuma. Let's see what it does here. I like this. I want to see a pre-market high here, 27.45. For anyone that wants to understand the idea here, this is a beautiful breakout pattern here. So I think that this easily has a chance for 30. Well, I don't want to say easily, but at least up here above 28. Especially if we get some new news. PLTR used to be very popular, and then they just kind of started dying off. So just we'll see on that. Let me go on a little bit bigger time frame here. We look at Rivian. Yeah, I'll look at Rivian for you. But we held this 22 to 25 area pretty nicely, which is kind of a chop zone here, and we're breaking out beautifully. So I'm excited for this. I want to see this continue for sure. Yeah, Powell, 8 minutes. I can pull up that speech for us. I may have to stop my stream and restream my whole screen. I don't know. Or I can just kind of send a link for anyone that does want to watch. I can listen on the side. It may be a bit annoying, but Rivian, yeah, okay, I got you. Mr. Baumgardner. All right. Rivian. I know they had earnings either last week or the week before. Bad. I would look for maybe this gap play here. So if we can get above 12, the gap starts about 12.25, meaning we closed up here before earnings, and we have, about a $3 move once this gets back up in here. If you want to give me more insight on that, that's kind of something that's really all I can give you. So looks good. Could it continue? Of course. Will it? I don't know. Is it something that I normally trade? No. But if you have like news that you've heard or anything like that, I can go a little bit more in depth for you. I just don't really have much else besides look at Rivian. Wow, Meta. This is the move I wanted on Meta. Dang it. Right before Powell is kind of crazy. Market did just rebound here 7 minutes before. Yeah, get ready for the panic sells for sure. How far are we from all-time high here? Let's look on ES. Come on, computer. I'm streaming on like 5 different places. It slows down. Oh, so we're really close, guys. 51.57.75 is going to be the all-time high here on ES. So we're about $13 away. So that's not far. Let's see, 57.75. There we go. PLTR, pre-market high. Solid. Come on, give me $40 a contract. Nice. I love this. Let's see, what else was I going to do? Oh, yeah, meta move, pretty nice. Whatever. Took our money and ran on that. What's your target on PLTR? I mean, ideally 30, but I'm already looking to scale out of some of this. I'm looking for 40 cents a contract. We're at 36. So I mean, I might need to see 28 for that. So I'll take a maybe half, maybe a quarter of my position off here. Um, but my idea on this was a multi-day trade. Again, very light size, looking for a big percentage. So there's absolutely no reason I even go red on this trade. I'll have probably a stop loss at 20 cents maybe. So I'll make a 30% trade regardless. And as we go higher, I will continue to move that stop loss up. But I am looking to take profits here if I can get 40 a contract. To me, this breakout that takes maybe 2-3 months to set up. You can't be in and out in one day. You have to let this move a couple dollars. I mean, you see stuff like, I think SMCI had kind of the same thing. You see these wedges happen, and you get these solid breakouts that take multiple days. Like look at AMD here. Takes a while to set up. You get the break. You can either be in and out on that day, and I day traded this, but this can move for multiple days. So I rather slowly take profits on the way up, moving stop loss up to try to catch the bulk of the move, especially because we bought the contracts for so cheap. Because the higher this thing can go and the more expensive they go, our percentage is going to go exponential because we got in at pennies on the dollar. So again, I like that you did take some profits, maybe take more off. I'm using a very small piece of my account for this trade. So if you're in a bigger chunk, then take profits, whatever. There's no harm in that. The new car R2 is getting revealed today. That's about it. Okay, well, that could be good. Maybe the stock does bounce and you see that gap get initiated on Rivian and it keeps going. What broker do you trade with, Jeremy? I trade with Interactive Brokers. That's where I do my buying and selling. But the charts that you're seeing right now is Thinkorswim. I just love the Thinkorswim charts a lot more. I don't like this pullback on PLTR, but here we go. Look, 3 minutes before, really 2.5 minutes before Powell, and the market takes a little dump. Yeah, I should probably take a little more than a quarter of my position off Zuma, but again, I have to just continue to remind myself of the trade plan here. Good catalyst, good setup, breakout trade, market strong. 30 is very doable. A lot of open interest and volume on the 30 strike. So I think regardless, we could see a bit higher here. So I don't want to cut myself short, but I definitely will look to take some profits here if I can see 40. Already up 100%. I can't really complain. Honestly, it's maybe a bit greedy, but again, that's the trade idea here. What's the link? Let me look it up here. I don't, I'm going to probably put it on the side, maybe in my headphones, because I don't want it blaring through the mic here, but I will talk about it. Let's see here. If anyone has the link already, excuse me. So he speaks with the Senate. I'm going to listen here on the side. He's not talking yet, so they're just kind of asking questions, whatever. Yeah, Charlie. I mean, that's the plan. Especially next week. I do have a lesson tonight, and honestly, I may just do it if you're there. Um, but once we go more into the coaches thing, that's where it's very personal. I show you guys. I'll show you my setups, how I set things up. I can meet with everyone and make sure everyone's set up, kind of thing. So, so we'll see. But yeah, more than happy to do that. I've done some one-on-ones where I get people set up, similar to how I have things. Just gonna have dog charge. Did I miss a good play? Mike, you missed probably a 2-minute scalp on Meta. That was about it. Nothing crazy. Powell's about to talk here any minute, so we're probably gonna sit back sidelines here. Mike, did you end up taking any of that PLTR trade I talked about? Honestly, my breakfast is black coffee every morning. I'm not a big breakfast guy. No, you didn't see that. Okay, I don't know if you were in that lesson Tuesday night or not, where I talked about it. Another thing, um, another thing here. So when we do the coaching corner stuff, I don't know why my coffee grain in my coffee. That was gross. Okay, let me look here. So every morning I'll post stuff like this. Um, so I mean, this was the PLTR trade from yesterday, but I will send a screenshot and type up an idea. I did that for 4 or 5 different stocks, and then I will update those throughout the day in that channel. Um, so anyways, yeah, that's something else there. I don't know. I think all of us analysts are very interested to see what you guys think. I'm excited for it. Awesome, Mike. Yeah, and I know I keep going back to this, but again, with the coaches stuff, once I kind of get my team solidified and I know who wants to stick with me for a little bit, um, that's when I can just be like, all right, guys, what time works for y'all? We'll all make sure try to align our schedules best we can. So whether that's I do my lessons during the middle of the day, or whatever. That's again, I'm looking to personalize it a lot more for y'all, and I think every analyst is going to do the same thing. Awesome, RB. Sounds good. Am I streaming the conference? No, I'm not. There is links if you scroll up, New World. But I want to just watch the market here, and I'm listening to it on my headphones. So if there's anything interesting, I will mention it. But Powell's not even talking yet. They're talking about illegal immigrants right now. Come on, PLTR. Let's get back up there. The swing on these contracts is crazy. Anyone on X or YouTube, Facebook, or Twitch, you guys can ask questions as well. I can see your comments. Can you give input on NKGN? Yeah, sure thing. I don't know what that is, but looks like a penny stock. Really nothing that I'm interested in already. But looks like there was some sort of news that ripped this 400% yesterday. Um, I mean, yeah, that's really about all I can give you there. I mean, looks like it's strong. There's already 6 million volume today, but it's a dollar, $2 stock. Just really not something that I would trade. New World, but I don't know, maybe something to watch. I mean, I think you're new to the trading world, and I did the same thing. I mean, guys, I started looking on Wall Street bets when I was 15. I thought that was like the coolest thing ever, and everyone in there was such a good trader. But obviously, over time, you learn that's not the case. Um, so again, learning this stuff is all trial and error, and just critiquing your style and learning what you like to trade. I think every analyst in here would agree that they didn't start the exact way that they're trading now. That you kind of find your style and then you stick with it and then narrow it down, kink out mistakes. And then, also it's like you say, what's your strategy? I mean, I can't give you like a specific word for my strategy, right? I can kind of give you the style. Options trading, very quick, scalp momentum, kind of breakout, breakdown trader, right? But it also comes down to preference. The same principles that I use here will work on smaller stocks or, mid cap or whatever. But I've also even narrowed my watch list down so much. I only trade about 5, maybe 10 stocks. And sometimes that list gets bigger or smaller. Back when COVID was going on and we had stuff like the vaccine stocks were doing really good, or like when there was a ton of IPOs back in 2021, there was a lot of stocks that were in play for me that I haven't traded in, since. Roku was a big one. Shopify was a big one. Even Amazon, I traded a lot more when it was much more expensive. But this is a never ending game of just constantly trying to adapt to what's going on. Yeah, Snowflake. I don't even look at it anymore. I honestly just I look at either the massive losses or the massive wins and just kind of laugh at it. It's a crazy, crazy thing. GameStop put that on the map. I wonder, I want to know who owns Wall Street Bets. I mean, what a cool thing to come up with, and then I'm sure they make just boatloads of money. Come on, PLTR. Powell's talking now, but once again, are you kidding me, guys? Look at this. Well, one, he's reading off a script like he always does, which I hate. But look at this. Who thinks this is a good title for him? For you guys listening on the other platforms, not Discord, um, it says the Honorable Jerome Powell on his nameplate. That's hilarious. I'll send the link to the in the comments here for anyone else watching. TLTR, what are you doing? Yeah, none of them are honorable. If he's honorable, Nancy Pelosi's honorable. I don't know. I can't give him that much hate because he's just doing his job, but I hate that he reads off a script. I hate anyone that just has to get up there and read a script. It's another reason why I love the way Trump does his speeches is because he just kind of just free balls it. He knows what points he needs to hit, but he doesn't have note cards on. You stand here. You ask so and so a question like Biden does. Did y'all see that like a year ago? Yeah, I mean, Geo definitely. Yeah, Nikki, I'd say we're all honorable compared to him. I wonder if he writes it or someone gives him the script, you know? I mean, he is just reading off the script like a robot. They could probably use AI for this freaking speech. I hope they ask him some tough questions, but I also want him to rip the market. So come on, pal, help us out. Yeah, Mitch McConnell, isn't he the one who froze up? Y'all remember that when he just like stopped talking? I like one of the old guys. I don't know if he's in Congress or what. Man, what's his name? He's so funny. How it is. Stickman, you may know. I hope you're typing his name. He wears glasses. He's so funny. I don't. He's an older guy. It's not Mitch McConnell, but oh no. Here we go. Questions are starting now. Market's pushing. John Kennedy. That's his name. He's hilarious. I love him. Yeah, John Kennedy. That's who it is. We're talking about bank failures now. It's going to be interesting. Let's watch the video here. Coming in for this 910 level. Yeah, I'm still up nice on that. I hate that we pulled back just because I was up almost double what I am now, but multi-day trade. Just got to be patient here. Yeah. Watch the video here. I bet this breaks pretty decently. Not looking to trade it though, right during news. Absolutely no reason to. They're talking about Silicon Valley Bank. He said they weren't quick enough to save that. So I don't know if you guys know what Bloomberg is, or really the terminal. It's I think it's 25 grand a year to use, but it's a very it's wow, look at the video there. It's a just like another trading platform that a lot of the um, like real trading firms and investment banks use. But there's little chat rooms and stuff on them. I mean, some I've seen people sell their credit cards on it and stuff. But during the bank failures, people were tracking private jets, and a lot of them flew into, I think, Nevada to go meet with, I think it was Warren Warren Buffett, I believe. Um, and that just little stuff like that uh, makes you think. And I think sure enough, he was part of the bailout. Look at that nice little $2 move there on the video. I mean, once again, guys, I mean, just like we saw in coin, right? You get kind of a triple top action here, right at a nice whole number 910. Market pops for 1 second, boom, it just breaks through. Let's see if coin continued. Nope, it didn't. Broke through and failed. Look at that. So let's see what Nvidia does. Yeah, no, new world, nothing that exciting. And again, he read his script as usual, and now they're just asking questions. And I'm sure he was PR trained on what he needs to say, how to answer specific questions. He's very vague when it comes to questions. Oh, we're well aware of this, we're well aware of that. He actually just said that. So, New World though, I see that you're free. Um, like I've said already a couple times, next week we're starting the coaches stuff. So, um, don't quote me on this, but I think prices may be going up later on. So you guys may want to get in a premium before. AMD under 210. Wow. Awesome, awesome. Yeah, guys, man, I love doing the free streams, but oh look, Nikki, yeah, they are. They're going up. I don't know how much I can mention on that. Talk to Nikki, she'll get you signed up. I believe that you will be grandfathered in at the original price if you get in before the price update. New World. So, pretty much there's going to be like a day trader coach, which will be me. There's swing trader coach, which is going to be Mr. SLP. Um, there's going to be an options coach, which will go over more spreads and what options are as well. And me and that's going to be Bull, and me and Bull are going to be doing that as well. Bull, if you're still here, be more than happy to comment on it if you want. Um, but it's gonna be very more in depth stuff. I do my free lessons where I'm not gonna come up with a topic, do slideshows and really dive deep into specific things because it's free. We take care of our premium members. And again, I'm not trying to sell you on anything. I'm just giving you the facts here. So, if you pick a day trading coach, I will go very in depth into what I do, how I do it, and whether it's make sure everyone's set up on the right platforms, how I do it, level two, times and sales, price action, volume, options, just a lot more in-depth lessons on specific topics for those lessons for sure. Ray, I think the current price right now is 100, and it's going to go up for sure. So 100 a month. Yeah, if you want to be forklift certified and hit up Snowflake. But yeah, just overall, a lot more in-depth stuff that we've been doing, but now it's going to be a little bit more coach specific. And the reason we're doing this, guys, is because you know all the analysts do teach classes, right? But we want you, besides hopping around strategy to strategy, and just kind of having a skewed mindset on a bunch of different things at once, we'd rather you focus with one person for 2 3 months and really deep dive into it that you like it, great. If you don't, then you move on. So rather than giving it a try for a week, that's just not realistic at all. This took me years to get good at this one specific thing. And of course, in the beginning, I tried a bunch of different things and then slowly honed in onto one specific strategy. So that's the whole point. Yeah, smoke 100%. But also, I'm I will have topics, but then again, it's like if you guys want specific things you want me to go over, that's when I go over what you guys want. It's very personalized. And also, it gives you a chance for one-on-ones with me as well. I've done a couple in the past where we meet for about an hour, and it's just me and you in a call. Yeah, I've done one with Jag. It was good. Believe me, I wish I had chances for one-on-ones early on. And guys, I mean, I'm just being totally transparent here. I've been in countless different chat rooms, especially early on, and I've even ran one myself, and there's nothing that compares to this. And I'm not selling this. I'm not anything. This is by far the best chat room I've seen. Content wise, how much you free guys get is pretty crazy, but obviously premium. There's a lot more to it, but there's countless chat rooms that not only charge way more and give you less, but they're not nearly as transparent, and you don't have nearly as many analysts with different ideas. So usually it's just one guy who you're paying who probably makes all his money off the chat room, and might type in a signal, "I'm buying XYZ," and you have no idea why. You have nothing, and then you just kind of blindly follow him. That's why this is so good because all of us analysts literally walk you through the trades live. Look at freaking NVIDIA here. Wow, perfect little break and retest here of 210. Buyers came in, another $5 move. That's awesome. What happens when you get flagged as a pattern day trader? So that happened to me early on because I didn't know what that was. They will probably freeze your account for a week, and then you have to call them and say, "Oh, blah, blah, blah." I always made up stories to unflag me. But if you do it 3 times, I think they do freeze your account for like 90 days. So um, yeah, yeah, just like Nikki said. So what you want to do is if you're getting flagged, it means you're on a margin account and you need to switch to a cash account, meaning you can have unlimited day trades, but you can only use up to the amount of capital you have in your account per day. And then overnight, your cash settles and then you can use it all again the next day. If you're on a margin account, you're only allowed 3 day trades a week. So you can't buy and sell more than 3 times in the same day. Come on, PLTR. What's going on, man? Today's supposed to be your day. A lot of selling. 30 calls, great volume, good open interest as well. Yeah, well, first off, I'd say get as far away as you can from Robinhood. Another thing to look at here on PLTR is obviously 27 is going to be a resistance. You can see how we rejected here and here at 27. So we're just kind of fighting that level right now. If we can get above, look at the next resistance here, 29.29. So that's probably going to be the next thing there. If we can go test that, I'm sure we go test 30. So I'm definitely going to be taking profits up in this area here, though. So just gotta wait. I hate this pullback, but again, multi-day trade. IMRN going crazy. I don't know what that is, but we'll look at it. Cheap stock, but yeah, looks like there's some sort of news. No idea what it is, but yeah, this probably will get halted. This is 167% for the day. Oh, stay away from Robinhood. Yeah, well, I mean, I just hate Robinhood just because of the whole GameStop stuff. But you know, right? It all depends on your trading style. I mean, I get the same. Look at Lee over here already on that. Don't miss these plays. Yeah, you guys need to pay attention to Lee. I don't know how he does it, but he freaking kills it. I don't know how to trade these cheaper stocks, but I mean, it's free money almost every single time. Yeah. Um, sorry, back to Robinhood. So it all depends. If you're more of a guy who's going to be buying and holding for a couple days, and you're not more of a fast, active day trader, I think Robinhood's okay, just because it's very easy to use. It's on your phone. You can buy something easily and then hold it for a couple days. If you're looking to buy and sell as quickly as I am, I would get as far away from Robinhood as you can, because you're going to get terrible fill prices. They advertise it as free, but they make the money on the back end when, let's say a stock is $1 and you want to buy it for $1. Well, you hit buy and you might get billed at $1.10. So you're going to get worse fills. But like I said, if you're holding for a little longer and that's how you trade, then it's okay. But if you're looking to day trade, please do not use that. Yeah, New World, it's okay, man. These are little things that you just gotta learn from mistakes. I've done it. I'm sure everyone else has. Yeah, he does have a crystal ball, I swear. His watch lists are unreal. I always go back and look, like, oh my god, I'm gonna just make an account on the side and follow this guy. But I mean, even me, right? I have my style. It's very different from Lee's, Mr. SLP, but I can always learn from him, right? That's another thing that's so good about this chat is you have the other analysts, like I talked about. Full same thing. I've never traded a spread in my life, but I've learned from him and I see why he does things. And it's constantly learning. Everything in this game is constantly learning. NKGN getting a pop here. Let me look. Yeah, solid downtrend, little pop through $2 here. This might go for high a day. Nvidia going for 915 here. We broke by 27 cents. The LTR's got to get back above 27 here. What's the target for Nvidia? Man, I mean, honestly, I didn't think it would be this high, but honestly, the way it's moving now, I thought we'd see a pullback today, but it looks like it's just about to squeeze even harder. So I don't think we're going to go straight shot for 1,000, but I do think we could see maybe 950 in the next couple days. But again, I think it's probably going to be a pullback. But once again, guys, where we're going, we are within $4 of all-time high here on ES. So I guess Powell's doing what he needs. I hate listening to this. I mean, these guys are just reading off a piece of paper. It's so boring. It's not even real. Again, anyone watching on X or YouTube, Facebook, or Twitch, you guys can ask questions. I can see them. So go ahead. I'm looking. Wow, Geo. Yeah, I bet. Especially this late in the week. Unreal move. Maybe a little pullback here at 916. Ethan, what platform do you recommend for day trades? I always advocate for Thinkorswim. It's free. Um, it's the screen that you're looking at right now is Thinkorswim. I mean, you can day trade on it. So, I mean, you do this active trader button, you can buy and sell just like this. I used it for a while. Weeble is good as well. All right, Chris, adios, man. Thanks for coming. Um, yeah, I've heard good things about Weeble. I've never used it personally, but I have heard good things on it. Yeah, Schwab recently bought TD Ameritrade, and TD Ameritrade is what owned Thinkorswim. But yeah, but you can do a cash account on Thinkorswim as well. Again, I traded on Thinkorswim for probably 2 to 3 years, and then I liked the way the interactive brokers they're buying and selling tools. So let me just show you guys at the bottom, what you guys can't see right now. Let me cross out my account number and prop, but you can see what I'm looking at, which is right under the screen that you see right now. All right, account number. There we go. Okay. This is what interactive brokers looks like. And then also I can show you this as well. What my other screen looks like here. So that's pretty good. Morning. They're just still talking about nonsense right now. So I might even turn this off, guys. Oh, come on, PLTR. I don't like this. Do you re-enter after the dip on meta? I got out first high day break and got ready. No, I did not re-enter. Again, I would tell you guys exactly what I'm doing, but yeah, no. I mean, that was kind of more the move I was looking for, but I caught my high day break, 20%, boom, boom, in and out, gone. Simple as that. What's disgusting, Chad? You don't like interactive brokers? I love it. Yeah, Duco. I'll be in Cabo next week. Come meet me there. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely not the prettiest thing in the world, but the only reason I love it is just for the tools that it has. The level 2, I think, is clean. I love the option volume on it, stuff like that. Yeah, I mean, there's stuff like E-Trade, and then I think there is a more of an active day trading platform on E-Trade, but there's definitely some trading software that's more for guys who are wanting to swing trade and stuff like that. Like I said, I do think that Thinkorswim is a lot more. I don't know what's the word. I guess just made tethered. I don't know, made for more of an active style. A swing trade is a trade that you hold for more than one day. So a day trade, obviously, you buy and sell in the same day. There's another term called scalping, which is more of me, where you just buy and sell in probably, under 10, 15, 30 minutes. Day trades could be for a few hours or a few minutes. Yeah, same as a day trade, just kind of buy and sell within the same day. And then swing trade is where you buy and sell over, anything over 1 day is considered a swing. And then, obviously if you hold for, technically if you hold for more than a year, it's considered investing. But you can swing trade overnight, buy something at close and sell it in the morning, or you can swing trade for 3 months or 6 months. It's just the fact of buying and holding for more than 1 day. Snowflake, I'd be happy to help you. I mean, so another reason I advocate for Thinkorswim is because I've done a Thinkorswim walkthrough here, and the video's somewhere in our content. But at least in the coaching stuff as well, I can do a whole Thinkorswim lesson for anyone that wants it. So that's when I can meet with you guys, or even do a one-on-one, which is probably a little bit more efficient. But I can get you guys set up exactly how you need it. Lee, I know you have a live stream here in about 23 minutes, so you guys hop in there and see what Mr. SLP is all about. He's a big baller. How do you switch from cash account on TOS? So you're going to need to go to either your Thinkorswim or your Schwab account. I don't know which one you have set up now. And you might just a quick Google search. I can't tell you off the top of my head because I did that years ago. But you can even call Thinkorswim and get someone to help you switch it. It's an easy switch. Oh, it's a lifetime stream. All right. Well, there you go, guys. If you want to check it out, you need to be a lifetime member. Almost at all-time highs here on SPY. Oh, there we go. And honestly, I wasn't very happy with the way I did this stream, so I might want to redo it. Here's the link for it, though, guys. Oh, I don't know why that just did that. Let me do this. Thank you, though, Frosty. Let me delete that here and then do that. There we go. So, I mean, that's a rough, I should have planned it out more. I thought I could walk through it a lot better than I did, just because all this stuff is kind of muscle memory. So I was just looking at everything and trying to walk people through it. But again, I'm more than happy to do another lesson on this because I know Thinkorswim very well. And I know exactly how I would want a new trader to get set up on it for sure. So Charlie, that's a good question. You know what? I'm going to show this to them. I'm sure we're going to do some sort of breakdown on everyone. And I know that we all have, I know for a fact that we all have a PDF document that is going to go over what all the coaches do. Let me ask them what's going on here. Well, New World, what do you think is more modern or in date? I would love to see what else you got for me, because to me, this is pretty top tier. And I've seen proprietary software that when I worked at the trading floor, that they had their own software, and I didn't like it nearly as much. I liked it again on the buying and selling aspect of it, but charting wise, I think this is beautiful. Yeah, so Charlie, I mean, the whole thing is, yeah, it's all going to be revealed soon for sure. But the whole thing is, it's like, do you have time to day trade the mornings? Are you interested in day trading? Okay, cool. You're going to go down the day trading path. If you'd rather be more of a swing trader, then you're going to go down a swing trade path. like crypto technical analysis kind of stuff as well. Again, all this stuff is going to be answered, but you'll see. New all-time high on SPY. Wow, yeah, ES is almost there. Yeah, not exactly a boomer. I may sound like it. Porterhouse tells me I sound like I'm 60. So LTR here at 27. Come on, man. This is supposed to be your day. SPY is always going to be a good investment regardless. It's a basket of the top performing 500 companies. Smoke. I mean, overall, I think SPY is going to go up, right? I mean, I don't know what long term is in that comment for you, but I do think there's some sort of pullback that should come, especially in an election year with everything that's going on in the world. But again, something else to consider is when there is turmoil outside of the U.S., which we're seeing, a lot of foreign money will come into the U.S. markets because it is a safer place. So I think that's a ES all-time high. Wow. So I mean, I think that's another reason why we're still seeing all-time highs. I mean, crypto's doing good. So I don't know. All things to consider. Meta new high going for 510. These contracts are 685, guys. They're $200 higher than where I sold. Am I into crypto? Yeah, I mean, I bought a good chunk all the way at the bottom. So I mean, right now I'm doing very well on that, but I'm looking to hold this for a while. I mean, I would probably take some profits on Bitcoin around 100,000. But I mean, I bought Bitcoin around 16, 17,000, and Ethereum around 13 or 1400. But day trading crypto, no. Do I keep up with it day to day? Not news related. More so just I'll see where the prices are. But I mean, obviously now when things are pushing all-time highs, I pay more attention to it. But if I'm not going into altcoins or looking into like Web3 stuff at all, I just pay attention to the big dogs, Ethereum and Bitcoin. But BTCJ, who's an analyst here, is very into all that stuff, and he's had some crazy plays. There you go, Charlie. Nice. We also have a kind of a partner chat room called Titan, and that is all crypto related. Let me see where Jay is here. I don't think he's in here. Let me see if he'll pop in here and talk about it. Let's summon him. Yeah. Well, we're about an hour and 15 in. I'll probably stick around for a couple more minutes, guys, but typically I'm done within an hour to an hour and a half at most, which is why I love this. There was a little crypto kind of bull run squeeze a couple months ago that I did catch a little bit. I think I traded like the Papa coin thing. But something I threw $100 in and I think made 100 kind of thing. I mean, I don't really like to mess around with that stuff just because I don't know it well enough. I will pay attention, like I said, to the big ones that are going to move the whole market. NVIDIA 920. This is the kind of the partner Discord for crypto. It's all crypto, New World. So very similar to us. I'm not super familiar with them, but all crypto. And Jay is kind of our bridge. He teaches in there, and he also teaches in here. Tesla 178. Come on, PLTR. Let's go. Yeah, instant join. Yeah, do it. I'm in there. I'm not ever active in there, but it is a cool Discord. Wow, let's check out the video here, guys. This is just crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. I didn't think we'd see this high. Yeah, if you're in the US, you're gonna need, I don't know what platforms I use. I used to use Binance, but you're gonna need a VPN. If y'all ever need help, Nikki is the best ever. She works so hard helping everyone. So let's give a round of applause for Nikki here. I hope you guys can't hear the construction outside my house. I love that they plan to do that right now. NVIDIA pulling back here at 920. Let's go, PLTR. Let's get moving. But yeah, I think things are probably slowing up. I did turn off that speech, but let me go back and see how it's doing real quick. Let me find this link. But yeah, what a fun morning. This was fun. Thank you, Chad. Yeah, I don't know anything about that. Awesome, RB. Yeah, and you guys can always DM me if you need help, or you just do at Ethan in the chat. I'm always going to be around. So, I mean, I probably pay attention to trading more than I listen in class. Believe me. For y'all that don't know, yeah, I am a college student. I'm a finance major, New World. I'll go to Texas A&M. I'm a junior. I don't care much about school. I just do the bare minimum to get by, which is probably not good advice, but I've traded since I was 15, and believe me, I'm glad I did, because I don't need to work a normal job right now in college, and it's good. And I love teaching. I run a trading club here. I'm the president of it, so I do lessons every week in person. So yeah, trust me, I'm a normal guy, unless it comes to trading. LYT halted. Halts are always fun to watch. Let's see what's going on with that. Thank you, Zach. Wow, look at that. Uh-oh. The new I'm sure news just came out. Health science and bio major. Cool. What college do you go to, New World? How long have you been profitable trading? So I've done it for a little over 5 years, I would say. Um, but it probably took me 2.5 years ish to hit that profitable mark. Again, I was also so young. So I mean, I had a stupid teenager mindset coming into this. Like I was going to be a millionaire tomorrow, and you learn the hard way, you know. But yeah, it probably took me 2.5 years. So call it another 2.5 to 3 profitable. Otis wants to get into. He's 13. I've been looking for a kid level and kid friendly enough into avenues for him to get running. Yeah, I mean, 13 is young, but hey, I started at 15. But throw him on a paper account. Just let him mess with it. I mean, it was. Oh, New World, cool. UTA, University of Texas ATM. UTA, what's that? UT Austin or Arlington? Okay, cool. Up in Dallas, nice. He started at 13. Wow. If you look at charts for UKX, Industry of the United Kingdom, would it be a good opportunity to short here? I can tell you right now, I don't know anything about what's going on, and honestly, this chart won't even pull up for me. So sorry about that, but I know nothing about the United Kingdom, and I'm not going to focus on it. Sorry about that. Totally easy. If there's some news you're looking at, then cool. But yeah, I can't even pull up the chart, so not something for me personally that I would look at. That's the difference between U.S. stock trading compared to like forex. Forex, you need to be aware of what's going on in the world because you're trading currency pairs with other countries' currencies. So I think a lot of people think forex is cool because it's like 24-hour trading, but I don't know. It's really not something that I'm interested in because there's different sessions. There's London session, Asian session, whatever. So yeah. All right, PLTR, let's get it. Well, guys, I'm probably going to wrap things up here pretty soon. If there's any last minute questions, throw them in here. If not, I do have a PBU lesson tonight for you premium guys. That'll be the last one ever until the coaching stuff starts. So ask away. If not, we can wrap it up. And I'll see you guys tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern time. Last one ever. And then we deep dive into coaching. Yeah, man, it's a fun stream, guys. Thank you for showing up. I'll wait for like one more minute to see if there's any last questions. If not, then we'll call it a day. It was a good one. This was a fun stream. You guys on X, YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, thanks for coming. And I'll see you on Tuesday for the next free stream. I'll take care.